Hi everyone, this is Amy and happy Lunar New Year. Today we're making black sesame paste dumplings for the Lunar New Year. For this dish, we need black sesame seeds and we want to toast up a 1/4 cup in a dry pan. We also need 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I forgot to take mine out of the fridge, so I'm just going to melt that down a little bit over low heat. We're also going to toast up the sesame seeds over low heat until you start to really smell that sesame and they blacken a little bit. Once they're toasted up, we're going to put this in a little mini food chopper. And we're going to pulse this up into a fine little grind here. It doesn't have to be perfect, there can be some large pieces. Once that's ground up, we can tip that into a small bowl, along with a 1/4 cup of sugar and our melted butter. Mix this up to form our sesame paste. And I like to add a little salt. It brings out all the flavors. You can buy this pre-packaged. I just like to make this at home. Once it's all incorporated, put this in a bowl or a container with a lid and stick that in the fridge to set up. Now for our ginger sauce, we're going to pound a 4-inch piece of old ginger. This is a good way to get rid of old ginger. And we're going to tap 2 pandan leaves, which you can find in your Asian market, into a knot. We're going to put this into a large pot along with 5 cups of water. We're going to bring this up to a boil on the stove and we're going to let it boil for 15 minutes. We also need a cup of sugar. I like to use rock sugar because that's what I have on hand, but just use a cup of regular white sugar. Let that boil for 5 more minutes and then turn down the heat and just keep that warm. Now for our dumplings, we need a certain rice flour, glutenous rice flour. This is from Thailand. It's green writing on the bag. You can get this at your Asian grocery store as well. We need 1 cup of glutenous rice flour, and we're going to drizzle in a 1/2 cup of water. You may need more, but it's better to have less than more. You can always add more. You can't take it away. We're going to stir this up until it stops being sticky before tipping this out onto our workbench and kneading it by hand a little bit. Now normally these are like pink and yellow, so once this is kneaded up, we're going to go ahead and separate our dough into 3 even-ish sections. It doesn't have to be perfectly even. We're going to put our white ball into a bowl and we're going to color our yellow ball with a little turmeric. It's going to add a really nice orangey yellow color to it. So just sprinkle that on. It's not going to add any flavor, it's just going to add a beautiful color. And knead that through. For the pink dough, I didn't have beets. Beets would have been better, beet juice, but I didn't have pomegranates, so I'm just using what I have. Now you don't have to dye this at all. You can use food coloring if that's the route you want to go, but I want to keep this as natural as possible. So just squishing in a little pomegranate juice. And this came out a little mottled, but I was still happy with the color. And there are our 3 balls. We have yellow, white, and pink. And we're going to start separating each of our dough balls into small little rounds. And this gave me 20 little dumplings. So continue to do that till you have all your little dough balls, I guess. Now we're going to fill this up. To do that, we're going to make a little cup in our dough ball. And I erred on the side of doing less rather than more because I didn't want these to explode. I would have added a little bit more, and yes, I'm using a caviar spoon for this because this is the smallest spoon I have. I couldn't find my other tiny spoon. So we're just going to continue to fill these till they're all filled up. And I've just put them on a tray with a little rice flour. Around the stove, you should be boiling a large pot of water. We're going to drop in our dough, balls our little dumplings, and we're just going to cook these until they float before straining them out and putting them in a serving bowl. Once they're all in, we're going to layer on our ginger sauce, and now we can give this a taste. The dough is soft, a little chewy, but not as chewy as mochi. It's just soft and supple. The black sesame paste is delicious. You are going to have a lot left over. You can put that on toast. You can put it in a latte. It's nutty, it's sweet, it's buttery, and this is absolutely delicious and the perfect way to ring in the Lunar New Year, the year of the snake. But there it is, black sesame paste dumplings. I hope you all try to make this in your home. Thank you so much for spending time with me again today. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you liked this video, give it a like. If you loved it, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell if you haven't already, because I put out new videos every Thursday. Thank you again. Happy Lunar New Year. And until next time, happy cooking.